Do you hate a colonoscopy but know they can prevent a curable form of cancer if caught early? Exact Sciences, that's EXAS, the molecular diagnostics company, a few years ago came up with a non-invasive way using your own stool to screen for colon cancer. Stock has been obliterated, though, over the past month, plunging from $67 in late July down to $50 yesterday, in part because of a not-so-hot quarter. Short sellers were in their hot pursuit, like a huge grizzly bear pouncing on a wounded deer. But then, today, Exact Sciences announced a partnership with Pfizer, the big dog, which will help the company market its flagship product, Cologuard, and the stock exploded higher. The shorts panicked. They bought back the shares in order to close out the positions and help propel the stock $15 or 30% one day. Now, I've always liked the company's technology. Instead of getting a colonoscopy, a really unpleasant procedure, frankly, Exact Sciences lets you send them that stool sample, which they then scan for signs of cancer. However, Wall Street hasn't always been thrilled with the company's execution, even as that latest quarter was pretty okay, certainly much less bad than the stock's behavior might have been, I think. So could this Pfizer partnership be a game changer? Let's take a closer look with Kevin Conroy, the chairman and CEO of Exact Sciences, to find out more about what his company's deal means for you as a shareholder. Mr. Conroy, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, thanks for having us on. It's great to talk to you.
All right, Kevin, how much better can Exact Sciences do now that you have something like 625,000 calls that Pfizer's going to make on your behalf?
You know, Jim, this is a big, big problem, and it requires big partnerships and big solutions because there are 50,000 people a year that die of colon cancer, despite being preventable and curable if detected early. What Pfizer brings to the table is deep experience, obviously a breadth of resources, and real credibility both with primary care physicians, which is important, and also in the large health systems, which really control screening in the U.S. And despite all of the use of colonoscopy over the last 20 years, still 2 in 5 people in this country remain unscreened, and that is not okay with us.
What percentage of the people currently use Exact Sciences, and what percentage do you think could advance to with Pfizer?
Yeah, so with a $100 million quarter last quarter, that still only represents about 3% market share. Our goal is to, this year, achieve between 900 and 920,000 people screened. Our goal over the long term is to have over 10 million people a year screened with Cologuard so we can solve this problem. And we think that Pfizer is the perfect partner to help us achieve this goal of working on cancer eradication.
All right, so Kevin, what is the split for a Pfizer rep or for Pfizer or between Exact Sciences in this? And was Pfizer ever interested in taking an equity investment in Exact Sciences?
Well, we won't talk about the details of the potential for the relationship, but here's basically how this works. We agreed on a baseline for each of the next 3 years, and then Pfizer splits the gross profits over that baseline on a 50-50 basis with our team. So we still, as our team has to deliver tremendous growth, and collaborating with the Pfizer team, we think that we can do so much more together.
All right, well,
and both sides will benefit from that, Jim.
Okay, so I applied and just got the pack about let's say 2 months ago. I haven't had a chance to use it. They called me last night on my cell phone. They offered me a $25 reduction, a gift certificate on it. And then I said to myself, geez, why would they have to do that if the business is so good?
Well, Jim, your life is really important to us, and we want you to return your sample so we can make sure you get screened. We've been chasing after you for a long time now, Jim. Get that sample in. Okay. And this is one of the things that we do, you know, provide a way to get certain people who otherwise wouldn't get screened to get screened. We're creative about that.
Okay, now, that last quarter was, by all accounts, a disappointing quarter. I've got the research in front of me. It's just what they say. You know, William Blair calls it a disappointing quarter. The Canaccord called it a disappointing quarter. What happened? And because you have a lot of good commercials, a lot of people getting brand name recognition. And was the Wall Street's perception of a slowdown one of the reasons why you wanted to do the Pfizer deal?
The answer to that question is absolutely no. We were up 70% year over year, and in a high growth company, there are times when There's slight variations in terms of what expectations are. We try to look at this over the long haul. And we know that our team is driving tremendous growth and awareness. We think that Pfizer can be a real game changer over the duration of this agreement. So we don't look at this from just a one quarter perspective. We're trying to look at this over a period of 5 or even 10 years. And how can we change this significant public health problem?
Okay, one last question, Kevin. You guys are doing a lot of great stuff that we don't talk about. What else do you have in the pipeline diagnostically that we should be looking for?
Well, one thing that we have that we're working on, we released data showing the ability to detect 95% of liver cancers, which is the #2 cancer killer globally, from a simple blood draw. That could be a game changer because there's no good way to detect liver cancer non-invasively. And we're committed to rolling out additional products beyond the liver cancer test through our partnership with the Mayo Clinic. We're really excited about the ability to detect cancer from simple blood draws.
Boy, that would be just so fantastic. Anyway, congratulations on the Pfizer partnership. Kevin Conroy, Chairman and CEO of Exact Sciences. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, thanks, Jim.
Absolutely. Okay, well, look, big run. Pfizer is a fabulous endorsement. Pfizer's sales force, best there is. Mad Money back in. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.